Uh, all right. Well, we are live in the wrong aspect ratio, as I always forget about that.
Starting strong.
There we go. Hey, we got audio, so I'm not gonna complain.
I'm gonna wreck it.
All right. Now we are live. Hey, Sergio's here. Quentin's here.
Logan's here.
Logan is in fact here. Clayton's here.
Yeah.
You know who else is here, Logan?
Streamlabs bot.
Our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
That was gonna be my first one. I was gonna say, and I was like, no, that's too obvious. He's not gonna go
I
that.
wish you would have.
I was like 2 seconds away from going, Jesus?
I with the pregnant pause, I was like, he's gonna say Jesus. He's gonna say Jesus. He's gonna say Jesus. Then you zigged when I zagged.
Zagged on you.
Zagging on him. So we're here in this quiet, dusty landscape, staring down the headlights.
Hold on, let's blow away all this like yellow, dirty dust.
Yeah.
There we go. I blew it right in your face. Sorry,
you did. You got me. Got me good. So Logan, do you remember what we did last time? Just before the end of the last stream?
I bought a hunk of junk little truck.
You bought you a project truck. This ain't no project cars. This is project trucks.
Project truck.
Let's see if cars was community assisted racing simulator. What would TRUK be? Totally reliable. United Kingdom.
That's my baby.
Sergio says Red Dead Online and Car Mechanic Sim with the boys. Recipe for a good night. Well, hey.
Slaps hood. This car can hold so many engine.
Glad you're hanging out.
I wish I could like put my hands on the steering wheel and go like
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dry shifting the floor shifter because your clutch pedal's gone. I know it's down there. I see it. There is no oil in the engine. Also, there's only about a third of the engine.
Oh, I know how to fix the no oil in the engine.
Oh God. Oh God. I think you can actually add the oil even while you're out there, but you do need to have a head on it and a valve cover.
So no head?
So no head. Those pedals look really they are. That was a cramped. That was an odd posture, driving posture.
Well, you guys don't sit like this?
Yeah.
Look at these tires.
Have you seen the kneeling chairs, office chairs, where you don't sit on your butt, you like kneel forward, and there's like a shin pad and a
thing that goes up on your belly?
Yeah, it's like a sternum pad. So where you're kind of like leaning forward, so you're putting like the pressure on the front of your torso instead of the back, where you're like with this odd curvature.
I think I have seen those. Because, like, I can't remember where I saw it, but I can picture it in my head.
Uh-huh.
I know this isn't going to do anything, but I'm still going to try.
It's good to build the muscle memory. Good. Not a drip of oil in that thing. I think it's bone dry in the middle of the desert. Fantastic. So go over and look at your toolbox. I can't remember what upgrades you have.
Check the dipstick.
Oh, yeah. Clean as the day it was built.
It's a clean dipstick.
Uh-huh. I think the dipstick might have the least rust of anything on this car.
Oh, there we go. I was like, why can't I look around? It's because I got to use the arrows. I don't think there's a place to put oil in it.
There isn't. You don't have a cylinder head or a valve cover.
Gotcha.
We got an emote. We got a command for that now.
And I'm lagging like a son bitch today.
Are you updating anything through Stim?
Let me check.
I sip my refreshing Coca-Cola beverage here.
I recently switched from backup and sync to Google Drive's like built-in app
Oh, okay.
because they made me.
Is that the one that actually ties into your file system? Like it creates a folder where you can drop stuff into?
Backup and sync did that already.
Okay, yeah. Then you did the same thing I was forced to do a long time ago, and I was very upset about it.
They forced me to do it. Well, they didn't force me to do it. They've been giving me prompts about it for a while. Like, hey, we're gonna get rid of backup and sync. You need to get the Google Drive official app. And hold on, I'm just closing all these this shit I don't need.
Toby says, I have the biggest news. And also, hello there.
I also have an update to a previous story I had said once.
Oh, should I get a graphic ready?
No, it's not a taco update.
Oh man, been a long time since we had a hot taco update. Basically, ever
I
since
haven't been
that dude
in a while.
confronted you at the taco place, you haven't been back.
Oh yeah, it started telling me about how Anthony Fauci owns a patent on the coronavirus, and he's a real life supervillain.
Oh yeah, how what'd you say? Diabolical is what it was.
Oh yeah, I said how diabolical, and that dude's face scrunched up. He was so pissed off that I didn't give a shit about what he had to say. What area did I have this car in before?
What
Did I
area?
have it in P?
You probably in like in front one. Because P like goes to a different lot altogether. Like it's not even in your parking lot.
I sent it to P. I don't know how to get it now.
Press M, I think, and then go to your parking, and then click on it, and then I think M to move to garage. And then it'll be around here somewhere. Hey, yeah, there she is.
Okay.
Shining like a diamond.
Shining like a diamond. So I'm gonna put it.
F9 is available today for Blu-ray purchase. Logan, it is happening.
Oh, because we only watched two. You guys watched one more than I did, and you might have kept watching more after that. I don't know where this was.
What do you mean? Where? What was? It was in
where it was before. It was like off to the side over here.
Oh, I mean, you can put it in parking 3, and that'll kind of put it over here.
Oh, that's right. This is where I had it. Okay.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I was like,
Very
it's
confused.
fine where it is. It's not in the way or anything.
I don't remember what movie we got to when I was at your house.
Probably.
I remember you kept getting mad at us because we kept looking at our phones.
Yeah.
You didn't watch a lot of them with us.
I can't do it. It is so
Distracting.
No, it's frustrating to me because I can't watch the movie because all I can see is you not watching the movie. And it takes away from my experience because I become fixated on it. Even though I try to ignore it and I'm like, nope, let people what's the word? Receive the content how they prefer. If they don't watch as intently as you do, that's not your business. But I just can't do it, and I'm just like, you know what?
My issue is
This is better.
that
I'm better off just not being here.
my issue is that if I don't distract myself from doing it, if I'm only sitting there watching a movie, I'm gonna fall asleep.
But you go to theaters, right?
Yes, and it's very hard not to fall asleep at a theater.
Oh, okay.
Like those theaters that have like the reclining seat made of really comfortable leather.
Oh well, yeah.
And I cannot go to that. I will be paying for a $20 nap.
Oh yeah. I tell the story all the time of the night we went to see Star Wars Episode 7, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude next to me fell asleep in like the XD like the super digital, like upgraded version at the time. And I was like, this dude is taking a $45 nap on opening night. So.
Unless the movie theater is those really uncomfortable flip down plastic chairs, I can't go. I
high
can't
school
go to that
football
theater.
game, concrete bleachers.
Yes.
Anyways,
this is the tools I have.
Yeah. So you, what's the one with the welder's mask? Is that your frame repair thing? Bottom left of the right column. The welder required full body repairs. Okay. So that is the one I think we should shoot for next. Because that's what's going to get all that rust off of your frame.
Ooh. Well, we're halfway there.
Yeah. And we're living on a prayer.
Oh.
So go to your phone and see if we have any level missions. There you go. So you got that Camaro.
This will give us a chunk of money.
A long time ago, Sergio said, Meg told me she tried the demo for this game. It apparently made her mad enough to completely turn her away from the game. And Shelby goes, I'm not sure how much car knowledge you need in the game. Yeah, it's I won't say it is purely for beginners. That's why I wanted to do this with Logan, because like I've played this game a bunch and I know a lot about cars, and he has a like vague interest in cars and has somebody to
I think some cars look cool.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the extent of my car knowledge.
I don't think...
If you showed me a Hyundai and a Honda logo without telling me which one's which, I couldn't tell you which one was which.
Huh.
Because one of them's like straight and one of them's like slanted.
Yes, the Honda is like center perspective, like everything draws to the top middle, and the Hyundai is italicized.
Okay. Well, before you told me that, I could not have. You said you could have put one in front of me and said, "Which one is this?" And I would have been, one of them.
There. Shelby is approaching.
So you dare approach me?
Okay, I'll fix it. He's telling me there's the tiniest sliver. There's like a pixel line of green across the right edge.
Oh no.
So I'll go to my filter. Nope, that's not filters. That's properties, dummy. Filters and then crop to 1535. Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
Okay, start with that.
Nailed it.
Quentin says, oh man, I got a story about that. So y'all know I work in curbside delivery, and people have to put the car description for us to deliver the order. This one guy was very familiar with his car and put down that he was driving a Hyundai. And I'm willing to bet that somebody did he misspell, like, are you saying that he misspelled Hyundai, or that somebody misread it as a Honda? Because I can absolutely be like, oh no, I know my car. It's a Hyundai. Yeah, he misspelled it. Yeah. I mean,
Hyundai's nuts.
And they type that in. Okay, that's what I see. What you're getting at there. Yeah, Hyundai. He's very familiar with his car. He has never seen it typed. I mean, if he was in the UK, this wouldn't have been a problem, because in the UK they pronounce that Hyundai. They actually pronounce the Y.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to pronounce it.
So I think in, like, what is it? Korean? I think Hyundai might be Korean. I think it is something like Hyundai. Like, there's like a little bit of a y sound to it.
Oh, it's a Korean company.
I think Hyundai is is Korean. Let me confirm.
Well, while you're confirming that, I want to follow up on a previous story I told about the stupid fucking fountain out in front of my house.
Okay. It is Korean.
That I poured bleach in.
Yeah.
To kill all the like algae and worms and bugs that were in there, and all that did was just it killed all the bugs and worms, or killed all the bugs and algae, but it was full of worms, and it turned out those worms were mosquito larvae.
Oh God.
So it was full of it, and I bought a little water pump, like a handheld water pump.
Yes, like a siphon thing.
To like get I probably have to take this off.
Oh wait, what do we have to do? I see sparks,
get this
coil packs, cams in there. Yeah, you got to get those rockers off, or rocker covers off.
The red identifier for the parts I need to remove doesn't work if the part is already red.
That's true.
What?
Take off the black part first.
Oh, okay.
And then pull the coils.
These look. Oh, I see now. So, the thing is, it's like all made of like really heavy stone. And I'm not in the best shape, so lifting up like a really heavy thing.
I mean, that's good shape or not. That thing is heavy.
So it's also full of like these little tiny rocks for a decorative purpose. So I went in there and I pulled out all the little tiny rocks, and I pulled out like the fountain part, which was just kind of like resting on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like flipped it over, and when I dumped out the remaining water, there was just like all the algae and dead bugs went down to the bottom of the fountain, and it was just this vile smelling brown sludge.
Yes.
It smelled so bad I almost threw up.
Yes. There on the, what is it, like there for a long time, well, not for a long time, but for a short while, there's this like run of cleanup reality shows. And it started with like, it was back when like the Gator Boys were on.
Right.
Like there was one for gators, there was one for wasps.
One for Bigfoot.
There's one for Bigfoot. But like basically, if your house had an infestation, there was a reality TV show crew that would come to your place and record them solving your issue. And one of them.
So many parts of this engine.
Oh yeah, there's a million rollers on these V8s. One of the things, always wear a respirator, at least some sort of mask when dealing with standing water. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I wasn't. I didn't have it. Whoa, what happened?
You like warped into scroll back, and then you'll zoom out. There you go. One of the ones that came of it was crime scene cleanups. And there was a team.
Need to take this up too.
Oh yeah,
I probably need to drain this fuel out for or oil.
Yes, you need to take the black part off of that side, but you don't need to do the cams on that side, so you don't need to remove the whole valve cover.
I'm gonna take the oil out before I do anything. Before I get a penalty for it.
You're probably gonna have to do an oil change to begin with. So, on the crime scene cleanup thing, there was a term that they kept using. Yeah, good clean golden oil, and they called it decomp. And at first, I didn't realize what they were talking about. And they're like, yeah, it's just a bunch of ammonia, just kind of some old you get a metallic smell from the blood, and then of course there's some decomp. And I was like, what is decomp? And over watching the show, I realized it was decomposition. It was decomposing bodies at crime scene locations. And they were like, it is a very unique smell. And it is, I don't know what's worse, like reacting to it or not reacting to it. Because you do this job long enough, you just don't react to it. You don't need to remove the rocker.
I don't?
No. So you can press escape. You just need to pull the spark plugs, which will come out
Oh.
through those holes.
There's no parts underneath of this I need to take out?
You're right. You do need. I forgot because you got to get to the timing belt. My mistake.
But dude, oh my god, that smell. Because like all the algae just kind of, those rocks were clean. Those rocks had no grime or algae or dirt on them.
Yes.
Which is because I poured a bunch of bleach on it.
Yes.
But oh my god,
So the parts that
it
were
all
clean
sank down.
were pristine clean. The parts that were not were absolute.
I tell you what though, like I basically, once I took all the rocks and the fountain part off of that big stone basin.
Yeah.
It was like a big wheel. So after I got it off of its mount, or like it was like this big circle that it was sitting on top of to raise it up off the ground.
Like a medallion kind of thing.
It was like a big long medallion. I just rolled it over to the hose.
Yep.
I just turned it on its side like a wheel. Rolled it over to the hose and sprayed it out. And oh my god, it was so nasty.
Do you have a pressure
Sergio,
washer?
I do have a pressure washer, but I didn't need that because the bleach.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Once I got this, it was like a brown sludge that just sprayed right out, no problem. So I didn't really need to. Yeah,
comes off in a big
old
old
sheet. So bad. And Sergio, I didn't wear any kind of respirator. I probably should have, but
yeah, I mean it's
foul.
Would have been better if you had. Would have been a lot cooler if you did.
So I rolled. It'd have been a lot cooler if you did. So I just rolled it back to where it was, but just like left it upside down so it didn't pool any more water in it.
That's good. So timing cover. Well, water pump, then
wait, is there liquid in this water pump?
Yes, there is. Good thinking.
Because he yelled at me last time we did some kind of liquid or pump thing.
You can drain it from that green tub up there.
Green tub. Oh, that's the one I drained.
Yeah.
Whoops. I think I am still on the drain tool. I am.
I don't. Are you? Yes, you are. Okay. I genuinely couldn't tell.
All right.
Quentin was talking about how he's met the Gator Boys and how they're really cool. Shelby asked him if his mom recorded it. He said, "I'm sure my mom did, but this was years ago, so it'll be deep in the record somewhere."
I've seen that show a couple times, and I certainly like what they do, where they would rather relocate an alligator than have it killed.
Yeah, I mean, like realistically speaking, the alligator is doing what the alligator is there to do. He is there to like provide for himself and balance an ecosystem. As long as he's not terrorizing an area, he's not actually doing any harm.
Have you heard an alligator bellow before?
No.
It's so cool. I was clicking the wrong thing.
You had it at first, and then you moved off of it.
It's like, is there a second belt? Oh no, I'm seeing the outline because I need to replace it.
Yes.
It's like, it's so deep.
So
and very scary sounding.
I heard a quote one time, and there's literally no way to prove this. But what is it? Paleontologists or archaeologists that dig up dinosaur bones?
Archaeology.
They were talking about how they recreated the vocal passages of what they thought a T-Rex would like sound like, and they said if our recreation, if our computer aided like recreation of this animal is correct, it would growl at such a low frequency that you wouldn't really hear it. You would feel the vibration in your bones.
That's what I feel like, because I haven't heard an alligator bellow in person.
Mm-hmm. But
I feel like it's such a unique sound that I would feel it more than hear it.
Right.
But it's
like hearing a cheetah purr. Like, I know that sound, but it's at such a low pitch that it's like...
Oh, it needs to be on the lift.
It is so intimidating to hear like a big cat purr. And I realize it's a sweet sound. Like, it's a pleasant thing. They're happy when they're doing it. But this beast just going... Just like rumbling like a diesel is kind of terrifying.
Animals are cool.
They really are.
I saw a video on TikTok today, and it's probably just somebody stole it, put it on TikTok, which is usually what happens on TikTok. But it was a video of a person who was a keeper at a animal rescue,
Mm-hmm.
and they moved a lion from one place to another.
Okay.
And the old keeper, I don't need to take anything else off this engine, right? Like all that stuff.
I think you've gotten, I see a fuel rail, injectors, coils, cams, belts, oil filter still down there, but you'll get that in a second.
Yeah, I need to put it on the lift to get it. But nothing inside of this engine.
No internals. You've got the internals.
Cool beans. But the keeper from the old lion enclosure showed up to the new lion enclosure.
Oh.
And he like walked in, and the lion like jumped up and like jumped on him and knocked him to the ground. And I'm like, oh he's dead.
Yeah.
But it wasn't killing him. It was like,
it was just like so happy to see him. Yeah.
Hello there.
Tim's here.
I'm like, hey Tim, and I'm just like, I will never have an interaction with a large man-killing animal like this.
I actually helped on a wolf sanctuary for like a day or two, and it.
Why is that yellow?
Because it's the next one. There's 3 bolts on that control arm.
Oh, I'm taking the control arm off?
Yes, you can't.
I thought I was just taking the rubber
can't get the
bushing
bushings out without taking the arm off.
Oh.
That one's like, because those are pressed in, so you have to take the whole thing out and then fit it with new bushings.
All right.
So I helped on this wolf sanctuary for like 3 days.
Man, that must have been cool.
I
think wolves are awesome.
Really cool, except for the actual like pure blood wolves. Because the guy was like, I cannot let you in here. I can let you near it, but you have to do exactly what I say, even when you're just getting near the wolf pen. He's like, for the mixes, the ones that are half wolf, half dog, those are fine. They still have enough dog blood in them that you can pretty much behave like a normal human being, and they won't they won't get kind of alerted to you. But the wolves have such a unique behavior style to them that you cannot. There's certain things you cannot do around a full-blood wolf. Number one, you can't stop talking. You have to talk the entire time you are near a wolf, because if you go quiet, they interpret that as you trying to sneak up on them, like you trying to evade them and then hunt them, because they're always on alert. The other thing is you cannot look at them. You definitely can't look them in the eye. So you have to keep talking and look at the ground and basically act like you don't know they're there. Like, talk to the other person that's with you in the pen, or talk just out loud in using pleasant tones, high pitches. Don't go anything low, because that sounds like a low growl. So it was watching this guy who was like pretty tough dude, just like turning into this like chipper, joyful, talkative guy while he was in this wolf pen, and all these weird behaviors. I was like, I absolutely could not have remembered to do all of that stuff. He's like, yeah, most people can't. It's such a weird thing to do around a wild animal. But he was like, even if they're happy to see you, they can tear your hand off without thinking about it. They are so unbelievably powerful. He's like, he showed me the back of his arm, and Shelby will confirm, like, whenever the cats are just happy, like whenever you're petting them and they're in a good mood, they will like just kind of like nibble you. It's like a little playful, like, thanks, I'm glad you're here, and then they'll just, it's like a little bite on your arm, and it's fine. But he's like, I was kind of roughing around with one of the more domesticated wolves, but it was still a pure blood wolf, and he was playing around and just barely like laid his teeth on the back of his arm, and he was like, I have 6 holes in my arm from that wolf. That one time, it took so little effort for him to just sink his teeth into my arm. And he's like, and it was really hard because I couldn't yell. When he bit me and put holes in my arm, I couldn't yell, or he would have ripped my arm in half. And I was just oh my God, I have to leave.
It's super easy for a dog to do the same kind of damage.
Uh-huh.
It's just they like have it built into their brain,
right,
that they just don't bite,
yep,
unless they're like attacking.
Yeah, and
But
that's
if they're playing, they don't.
That's what
I mean,
he was
maybe
saying.
other dogs, but not human.
The wolf dogs still have that blood in them to where there's that millisecond of hesitation of like, oh, this is a human. I probably shouldn't go 100. I shouldn't go full Super Saiyan, or I am going to absolutely destroy this dude. But wolves don't have that. Anytime
Reach a level beyond.
Exactly. Anytime they feel the slightest threat, they are on alert and they are in battle mode. And there's nothing you can do. You are absolutely outclassed and you are defenseless. It's up to them whether or not they want to destroy you.
Did you see what Sergio said?
The absolute audacity and hubris it took our ancestors to domesticate the mofos and make dogs. Yeah, it's more a point of just like finding the ones that aren't killing machines. And then you ask yourself, what's the process?
More of those.
Yeah, what's the process of weeding out the ones that do kill you and the ones that don't? How many humans do you go through in that filter process? What was the other thing he said? He goes also, like most of the stuff you do for your benefit so they don't hurt you, but also whenever the wolves get worried, they develop hot spots, and like they literally go bald on certain parts of their body because their body temperature rises, and I don't fully understand why this is, but like when they get stressed out, they develop hot spots, and they will lose clumps of hair because they're so stressed out. So he's like,
I mean, it makes sense. They don't have the kind of, I mean, yeah, domestication means that they have no need to want.
Yeah.
But they don't have that in the wild.
Right. And I wouldn't call these things domesticated. They are still in a large outdoor pen.
Well,
they have
as close to domestication as you could, because you can't bring a wolf inside your house.
Right. That's what I mean. Like, they're still outdoors in the elements, and they're still...
What is this? It looks like it's inside of this tube.
What's what? What are you pointing for, too?
There's like... this outline here inside of the coil spring rear axle drive, or drive axle?
Oh, that is the drive axle. Yes, you've already removed that.
Oh, it's already gone?
Yes.
Okay.
You'll see it when you reinsert it, but yeah, you've already taken it out.
Well, I need to buy a new one because that one's shot.
It's like finding the right
I think big animals are cool, but I honestly I don't have any drive to be near them.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing.
Like I told you about this, but I don't know if I talked about it on a stream. But I saw a video of a bunch of wolves, and I'm pretty sure the dog was there to just keep the wolves like in line.
Oh, okay.
But there was a Tibetan Mastiff, which is a huge dog.
Yes.
And like there were like 5 wolves, and then like 3 of them were going at this pile of meat on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then this big Tibetan Mastiff walks up. 2 of the wolves take off.
Oh, right.
One of the wolves stops eating from the pile and backs up. Then the Mastiff growls. The one who backed up already fucking takes off.
Uh-huh.
And then he just goes, whoa. And then like the last 2 wolves, ears completely flat against the back of their head and take off, dude. It was
peel out.
Crazy thing to witness. But I'm like, it looked like a situation where the wolves were supposed to be there, not that they were like, a nuisance. and it looked like the dog was just there to like keep maybe
order.
The humans safe and everything in line.
Yeah.
But like that Mastiff made these dogs. It looked like a size comparison, it looked like the wolves were about the size of my dog Lewis, and the Mastiff was about the size of a golden retriever.
Yeah. Oh God. This moose of a dog.
Yeah, and wolves are huge, dude.
Uh-huh.
Water.
I see. They were talking about the filtering process of finding what wolves can be domesticated. They're like, it's like finding the right mushroom or berries.
Mm-hmm.
Tim says he wants to meet an owl. Shelby says I would adopt big cats. And Amy says I would get transcoding. We had an owl near our back porch when we lived in Florida. We would hear it like clicking all night. It was a very odd
There's a bunch of
noise.
owls outside at my parents' house.
I didn't realize it was an owl for a long time. I think Shelby told me it was this weird like, and I was like, what animal makes that noise? She was like, that's an owl like clicking its beak.
Oh, why? What do they do that for? To intimidate people?
I don't know. It was a very unique sound. Imagine like a woodpecker, but like a tenth of the speed.
I actually saw an owl when Lewis was a puppy.
Mhm.
I like a little tiny puppy. I took him outside and was I'm assuming this belt is the same as this belt.
Yes. You
look
can
the
hover
same.
over them, and if they are different, you'll.
Well, I can't mount this one, so
Okay. If you
I
hover
don't
over
think I gotta
them,
put another part on.
if they are separate, you'll see one labeled as A and one labeled as B.
Oh, this one just says V8, so it's probably not the same.
Well, I mean, this is a V8 engine, so you just need two of them.
Okay.
But like,
Well,
if they were
anyways.
different, you'd see like timing belt A V8, timing belt B V8.
Okay. Well, I took Lewis outside to go potty, and it was nighttime. It was like 10:30.
Yeah.
And Lewis was like walking around in the courtyard between my parents' house and their guest house, and looking for a place to go potty. And I heard an owl somewhere, and then I saw it fly over,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this is a little puppy. Maybe I shouldn't be walking him around at 10:30 at
lost that
night in the
dog,
middle of the
dude.
woods. I kind of walked over and picked him up and took him back inside.
Quentin says in Missouri we'd hear the baby owls learning to hoot. And Sergio says my mom's favorite animal is owls. Her heart would melt if she went to one of those owl cafes in Japan.
Actually, one of the clients at my office is a wild animal rescue, and they
neat.
specialize in possums and owls.
Oh, very cool. My mom, the lady that used to do her nails, legitimately owns a cougar, panther, some sort of large cat. But I don't know if that animal is still alive, but she owned a large panther in like an enclosure.
Who are we talking about?
My mom's nail salon lady.
My mom!
Didn't realize you were setting that up. But yeah, she has a big cat as a pet. Tim's blowing raspberries in the chat.
I have a friend who has a big cat as a pet.
Oh yeah?
His name is Miko.
Ha 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 ha.
Did you know that's where I was going with that?
I did not, in fact.
Oh, I needed 3 of those. Hey, come on!
Tough crowd. There we go.
Thank you. I'll be here all night. I'm gonna buy 20 of these spark plugs.
Okay. Send you 100 coin. Since we've got a good assortment of people here, now's as good a time as any to tell you a story of something I did today. I went into the office today because I had to help with the teardown.
As you do.
And my wife, whom I love very much, made lunch for me, and I was like, you don't have to give me anything big or involved. I don't need like anything that requires silverware, because I don't want to like sit down and eat at the office. I just want to eat something and then put my mask back on and then go back to work. My wife, it's not bad. I should do that one. So, she sent me to work. I had crackers. Amy has not given up on the transcoding. She sent me to work with a like soft pack of tuna, which I don't. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say that? Like imagine like
yeah, like it's not in a can, it's in a pouch.
Right. Imagine a Capri Sun of tuna. But you don't drink it with a straw, unfortunately.
I mean, you could if you mush it hard enough.
Yeah, you try hard enough. So I'm like smushed, like I'm go-gurting this tuna out of the pack. And then like it gets to a point where I can't get the purchase on the squeeze. So all I'm doing is just like mashing it into a paste that is like welding it to the bottom of the pouch. And I was like, I don't have any silverware, and I'm not using the silverware in the building. So I was like, all right, what can I do to like get this stuff out of there? I've been working on this stuff all day, so I don't want to use my hands. However, the creative solutions focused person that I am realized that I was able to find a can of Mountain Dew.
I heard this story.
So what I did.
Oh no, this is a different story than you told me yesterday.
It's a different Mountain Dew based story. I cracked the can of Mountain Dew and poured ever so little bit of it into the packet of tuna and swirled it around just to break it up and, get it into a flowing state. And then I poured the Mountain Duna into my mouth and enjoyed the flavor very much.
I'm shaking my head slowly.
Now, I can confirm I did not do this I didn't do this in order to tell the story on stream tonight. However, while I was doing it, I was like, you know what? I do need to tell Logan about this on stream tonight because people enjoy this very much. It's like something you and Brandon can put on your menu for your restaurant. Yeah, Mountain Duna, which is just like albacore floating in Mountain Dew, and a Mountain Dew au jus.
Never in a million years would I make this on purpose.
Okay.
However, if you handed me this and said, "Hey, look, I made some Mountain Duna," I'd be like, "What the fuck?" And then I'd try a bite. I probably wouldn't like it.
It's not so much a bite as it was a sip.
Okay, I'll take a slurp.
Okay, do a shot of Mountain Duna.
I'll just take a slurp off the top.
Yeah, just skim it.
But I probably wouldn't like it, but I would try it.
I'll be honest.
Oh, wait, hold on. I can hear an owl outside my house right now.
Oh,
I'm not even joking.
Timely. I'll be honest. The power and the over the top flavor of Mountain Dew completely erases any tuna flavor. Grab it for an interview. Get him on the show.
You're just slurping some wet dew.
Right. What the Mountain doing?
Whoa, what the Mountain Dew?
All right, so we got a bunch of bushings, oil filter.
I got some. Oh, I got a couple of spark plugs over here.
Yeah.
What the Mountain Dew?
So yeah, that was my solution for not being able to get the tuna out of the pouch. But now that I've done it, I'm like, you know what? This isn't a problem anymore. I know how to solve this problem.
You know what else would have worked?
What's that?
Just a little bit of mayonnaise.
That's true. If I would have had some mayonnaise, I gladly would have squirted some in there.
See, I thought you were going to tell me the Sprite story that you told me last night.
The Sprite story. Oh, right. Yeah. So yesterday when I was in the office, it was like I was wearing jeans and a polo, and I was like putting a bunch of server components into boxes, and I was absolutely drenched with sweat. Like I was so hot because I had to leave the building and go to Office Depot and get some shipping tape and bubble wrap because we ran out of everything so fast. And I got in the car, and the car's been sitting in a hot, sunny parking lot all morning. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to just melt into a puddle of sweat. So I get back to the office, and I'm just like, I am miserably hot and sweaty, and I hate this. And then I was looking through the supply closet, and way back in the back, I found a unopened 2-liter of Sprite. I was like, all right, the seal has not been cracked. Fantastic. I can drink this. I'm still gonna wash the bottle just to be safe, but the seal has not been broken. We are good to go. There was probably silverware in the car in the front storage thing. You know what? You're probably right. It's not nearly as funny of a story to tell, though. So I put this Sprite. I knew something was wrong immediately when I grabbed the Sprite, because typically when you grab a Sprite that has never been opened, there is a tension to the plastic, like when you squeeze it like a basketball or like a cantaloupe. There's a certain firmness you're checking for, and it was not there. There was
right, because
it was
how old was this?
It was
Sprite?
It was slack. The bottle is still downstairs in the recycle bin, so I might actually be able to tell. However,
You brought it home?
I didn't finish it. I drank a lot of it, but I didn't finish it, so I brought it home. So there was 0 carbonation to this Sprite. Not a bit of carbonation left in this Sprite. So I chilled it. I put it in the freezer until there was like icicles on it. So it was very refreshing, but it was not the slightest bit carbonated.
It was lemon flavored sugar water at this point.
Yes, it was, and it was glorious. I have no complaints about anything you've just described this. Oddly enough, if I had thought of it, I have a Soda Stream. I wonder if I could shot some carbonation back into it. Could I have revived this Sprite? That's actually
I would imagine it would be watery if you were to do that, right?
No, because you don't.
Because the Soda Stream pumps more water, right?
Nope.
Or does that not how it works?
It is purely a carbon dioxide canister that pumps carbon dioxide into the water. It doesn't actually add any liquid. It just think of like an aerator for a fish tank that just puts bubbles into the water. That's exactly what this thing does, but it's pressurized CO2.
Could you then, after you recarbonated your Sprite, go take it and go do paintball guns?
You'd need a different canister, but you are correct in your assessment that is CO2 that powers.
Is it not the same kind of canister?
It's a different fitment, I think. If I would be shocked if you could go buy a Soda Stream bottle and fix it to your, I don't know, any brands of airsoft or paintball machinery.
Does airsoft use CO2?
Yes, it does.
Because every airsoft gun I've ever played with. Well, oh wait,
What's that?
I think I need to replace this.
The coils?
This ignition coil, yeah. I need to replace these two. I need to get 2 new coils. But every airsoft gun I've ever played with.
Jet skis.
Every airsoft gun I've ever played with was spring loaded.
Okay, Tim says airsoft guns are either CO2 or springs. I'm going to say anything that is semi-automatic has to be CO2 because there's not enough.
Oh yeah, nothing I've played with was semi-automatic.
And electric and propane. Propane is not a response I expected to hear. You telling me Hank Hill does airsoft?
That's way too much.
That is quite
I'm not gonna stock up on these.
Yeah, considering you're only gonna use, I think, 4 on this job. It's not common, but it's a gas alternative. Huh. See, I would have thought they wouldn't want to do that because airsoft in a small building would be like if you're just releasing a bunch of propane into the air. It's not ignited, is it? Is it just pressurized, or is there actually like ignition in it?
Find a way to cheat.
Oh yeah, you're doing the same thing I always do. Line up the bolts and hold onto it. No, it's just compressed gas. Okay. But propane would displace oxygen, so yeah, I would think like if it's an indoor park, the no propane use, please, before we're all high as a kite and this whole place is a fire hazard. But yeah, I know that a lot of airsoft is CO2, and some of the like single, I guess it would be called single action, would be spring loaded. What were we talking about before? Oh yeah, my Sprite. That would actually be a cool thing to test if you could flatten a Sprite by like shaking it and releasing the carbonation, shaking it and releasing the carbonation, like doing that over and over and over again until it is just dead flat, and then reviving it with a soda stream. Indoor fields also have FPS limits, so that would probably fail most of those limits. Okay, yeah, I know that a lot of there's like no full auto. There's always those like funny like Instagram or TikTok clips where like I'm gonna scare the crap out of these guys with my like manual full auto, and it's just like a dude that's really good with his trigger finger. And he's just like lighting them up, and they're like, "Hey, no full auto." And he's like, "Nope, all manual, baby." Although I get, yeah, I guess a. Is this a no? I do not. I am not into airsoft. Sorry to tell you. I'm a goalie. I'm just good at getting shot at. I'm not good at shooting people. I guess that's true. I hadn't considered that a propane gun would send stuff faster. Like, how would you measure that in the middle of a match? Like, I guess they have like a warden that would be watching the match, and I guess listening to. Oh, you measure before you enter. Never mind then. With a yardstick. Funny callback joke. Okay, so you just like fire like 5 rounds and they take the average. Okay, that makes sense. So here's that tube you were asking about. Here's the drive axle.
Yeah, I see it in the little bottom left there.
So you're looking at the hub on the end, but what they don't show you is that long axle going all the way into the differential at the back. Tim says, I'm posting something to in context rather than type out what happens. They usually have a small shooting range and a chronometer to measure the FPS and the joule energy. Wow, that is very specific.
Bro, we vaping out on that field?
Yeah, that's the exact clip I was talking about. That is the specific clip I was thinking of when I was talking about that.
Oh, do I need to do any tire stuff?
Brakes. Hub. No.
I wouldn't be on this panel. It'd be on a different one. It'd be one of these.
Maybe. I can't remember. These are wheel hubs. They wouldn't be body parts.
Refill windshield wiper. I already did this.
Sure enough did.
Change oil.
Front bumper.
Front bumper. Can I do that? I don't think I can fix body parts.
You can't fix them. You can just replace them at this point.
Okay,
You will get to the point where you can fix them, though.
Okay. All right, so I don't have to, like, rebalance the tires or whatever.
Right. Because you have not unmounted them, they are still balanced. Your spring caps on the other side. Oh, yeah, you got your leaf spring plates as well. These are the things that I always forget. I always forget to put these back. Which would be bad if I worked in a shop. Because the customer would leave and then their
tire would fall off.
Rear axle would come off the car.
And you'd just be like, what happened?
What'd you do?
I need 2 more of those.
What's his replacement level on the job?
I don't know.
Go to your job description, and it'll tell you what percentage he wants. 76. You might actually get away with reusing that one.
Oh yeah, I think I can use this one because
78.
it's not one that was highlighted to be replaced.
I see. Yeah.
I need a new one of those.
Oh, you're a solid axle control arm.
And one of these.
I thought you had one. I guess you got that for the other side.
Yeah.
I will say I have watched there's like, I guess it's a thing where you can buy like a double trigger for a paintball gun. So instead of having like a little crescent for one finger, it has another one for 2 fingers, and you can like bounce your index and middle fingers on the trigger because it's like twice the size it used to be. So you look like a trumpet player. It's like but like because you're like twiddling your fingers on the trigger, you are double firing. It's like a double bass kick pedal, but it's like a double fire trigger release. Really cool. I wonder if there's any crossover of like trumpet players to paintball masters.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was.
Quentin says, I don't know if they have this for airsoft and paintball, but in real guns, there's a trigger that fires on the pull and on the release. That sounds illegal. I'm going to say that's probably in the same thought process as a bump stock. Totally legal. All right. God bless America.
And I'm proud to be an American. Third page, all done.
Uh-huh.
The only thing left back here is just this breaker pad.
Bump stocks are also now legal. They just had a ruling on that. Oh, boy. More things change, the more they stay the same.
Clayton, if they made bump stocks illegal, how are gun manufacturers going to make a profit?
Exactly.
Did you ever think about them?
We never sold a
Jeez.
single firearm before bump stocks existed.
So selfish.
Well, not now legal because since they were never illegal. Oh, were they never? I thought there was a moratorium on the sales. Maybe that's what did happen. They were not made illegal. There was a hold on the sale, I guess. Which,
I think it's a little selfish of you to not be thinking of the billionaires right now.
You're right, exactly.
Definitely need a new one of these.
Yeah, you do. So,
musty, crusty.
Shelby and I washed the car this weekend, the Mazda, and I've always used this thing called invisible glass, to clean my windows, and previously I had always used it in aerosol form because I didn't know that there was a pump bottle form, like a Windex pump spray, but I really like the pump spray. Tim asked, is this game made by the same people that make Elite? It uses the same currency.
Crickets?
Yeah, crickets. But I was glad to know that I hadn't used, this is the origin story of, Elite. We're building the technology before that, whoever develops the frame shift drive. Apparently in that game, the entire lore of that game revolves around a single company developing the frame shift drive. None of that story would be even possible if it's like Lakon Industries or one of the manufacturers of the ships or something like that. They are the sole patent holder and developer of the frame shift drive. They have found and perfected the technology that makes all of that possible. And I was just like, wow, that is a center point of the entire lore that decades of story has been told on. What was I saying before? Oh yeah, we watched the car, and I was very happy to see that I haven't used invisible glass in a long time, but I used it this weekend, and then it rained or sprinkled here yesterday, and that water just beads up and rolls off the glass. It was real nice.
Is it like Scotch Guard for your windshield?
Kinda. The best stuff I used, the best stuff I've ever used, they don't make or they don't sell anymore. It was this concentrated formula of Rain-X that there was a 4-step process of applying. But now they don't sell it in that concentration anymore. They still sell the product. It's just not as potent. So it works pretty well. But one time, Shelby and I washed the car and put this stuff on the windshield, and it took an hour to do. But for months afterward, it would rain, and the water would just not stick. It would hit the glass and immediately bead up and roll off. There was no streaking or spotting or anything like that. Tim says, did I already tell you guys about the sad Discord news that came out last week? I don't believe so.
I haven't heard about this.
Did Sony buy Discord? Like they were talking about.
I mean, if Microsoft didn't buy it, I can't imagine Sony would buy it.
Yeah. Either that or they did it just to spite them. You're going to leave it on the table. We're going to scoop it up. Google/YouTube made Groovy and Rhythm shut down. Oh, they're music playing bots. I wasn't aware of those bots at all.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Is that for just like voice channels that would play music as well? Pretty cool idea if it is what I think it is. You got what? 2 things left or 1 thing left?
I got a rubber bushing right here, and then I got to take this brake pad. I didn't disassemble that wheel.
Gotcha. Bots so you could play music in channels. Yeah, I mean that's cool. And at the same time, I see why they did it. Because like you're playing music without ads, which means you're broadcasting music without an ASCAP license.
Well, what's to stop Google from suing me if I take a road trip with my friends and I play a Weezer CD the whole time?
Because
none of them paid for a license to listen to Weezer.
But you are listening to like your license with your agreement with the purchase of that media entitles you to play it in its physical form with a local audience. The problem comes in when you are using any sort of broadcast technology, which is Discord, a ham radio, a megaphone in some things. Like that is considered a broadcast. Anything that would enhance the audio spread beyond the standard methods of listening to it, which is like headphones and speakers and your car. But because it's going out over the internet, especially without ads, that would require an ASCAP license. And if I did it, like if I do it, if we're in a voice call and I go, oh, listen to this new Macklemore song, Thrift Shop is just a solid banger. And I go,
Thrift Shop 2.
Yeah. And I go, I want you to hear this because I can't get this song out of my head, which is frequently true about Thrift Shop. And then I hook up my audio devices so that you can hear the song. Then technically that's against the law because I am broadcasting it, but it's on such a small scale that it is not worth their time to litigate. But when a bot is doing it for thousands of channels all the time, then yes, it becomes worthy of their attention. Tim says I was using them for D&D. Yep, I can see how that would go. Go to your main store, and then go to body work. There you go.
Oh, this is the first time I've been in this store.
It isn't because I showed you the car models.
This is the first time. I don't have a follow-up. Why can't I go in here?
Click on the Hornet first, top left. Or get out of your shopping list, I mean. And now you should be able to search for it. There you go. I agree that you should be able to search for it among the collective.
I wish I could have made it green.
You can once you buy the paint booth, but that's just the primer color. Yet more evidence that DMCA is old and completely in favor of the record companies. Just to play background music. Yeah. I think you've got it all. You just got to put some fluids in there now.
I need to put some more. I just need to do a couple fluids and we should be done.
Yeah. My Thursday night D&D group uses Beethoven. Tim, look into that one. I would wager that if they are onto one of them, the rest are not long for this world. Unless that one specifically in its mission statement says we only provide, what's it called? Public domain music. But that's typically how it goes. Once they start a project, the project is not shut down groovy and rhythm. It's shut down musical bots. I think you've got it all.
What? Hold on.
Oh, headlights.
There's no headlights in this car.
Yeah. Right click. And then go to assemble. Yeah, I forgot. Some cars pull out the headlights when you do the bumper. Others do not. Also, the front, what's it called? License plate. If there is one, I guess there's not one. Okay. Okie dokie. I guess rears only.
All right, let's send it. Now that I'm less than 1,000 credits, I had 2,500 credits whenever I started this job.
You did.
How do I send it?
Go to your order menu. Like look at the car and then go to the not this one, the actual Go there and then spacebar or enter. Sorry. Idler
Car's
roller.
incomplete.
So you got somewhere in your timing we missed a piece. You can click on. Okay, there you go. Oh, talking about the spelling of Beethoven. No clue, Clayton. But you know.
Hey, I can afford it now.
No, wow, nice. Now you got big money from that. You got
But-
$4 grand from that.
I won't be able to do any big jobs after that because
You won't. So let's see. What can we do? You're level 6 now. See if you got any
Yes.
points that you can assign. You have 1 point. What's that bottom left one? Or sorry, second to the left. Is that the repair? Yeah, that's the repair, but you don't have the repair bay.
I've got 2 points.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the big one in the corner. Then yeah, your next discount doesn't show up until 3 points. That the second one is for parking. All right then. Let's grab a small job and see if we can do that real quick.
Oh man, I didn't examine that car at all.
You didn't. That's okay. But we will do that. What does the Salem need?
The Salem?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It probably has a shitload of other tasks.
He's done a lot of body damage to it. Because he was trying to. He thought he fancied himself Ken Block, and he was not Ken Block.
I'm gonna take this one before it runs out in 6 seconds.
Okay. Real quick, will you go back to your orders and look at something? What does that Hinata Moon Mark 1 Sunrise? What is that? Why is it called Sunrise?
Ah.
I don't remember it having that submodel on it. No, he was correcting me, and also was when Sunrise 2 words. I don't know. Because I've worked on the Hinata Moon.
Rise from your grave.
That scared me.
Dude, that's what I was worried about with the gotcha. I thought the gotcha would scare the crap out of us. Man, it's a good looking car.
Gotcha!
Such a good sound.
Yeah.
So they don't let me watch the outside of the car when I have all the doors open. Oh, I have to go to this.
Yes.
Ah,
What?
they closed all the doors.
Oh, you're right. They did. I didn't even pay attention to that. It's like
Oh, it didn't clear
Paint-
all this crap
like
off of
paint
here,
damage. Remind me to never let Logan try to help wash the car. All right, Logan, we're gonna wash the car. All right, let's get these doors open.
I mean, if you're going to be detailing a car, you might as well clean all of it at once.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. It's real easy to clean a convertible. You just drive through a car wash with the top down.
I mean, why are you going to screw around and not clean the whole thing at once?
Or what the heck? Drive through a car wash in a convertible with the top out. Their top up. It's gonna leak no matter what you do. Cooler reservoir. Yeah, Shelby does an incredible job detailing.
I think I need to get my car detailed.
I've been
been
seeing
a
this
while.
thing lately, and I don't know what to think of it. It's either the coolest thing I've ever seen, or it's a great way to break things well before their time. I've seen what is essentially like pressure washing with dry ice. And I don't know if, like, it gets stuff spotless. I've never seen components cleaner than with this company. Basically, like, sandblasting these parts with dry ice. But, like, I can't help but think just absolutely bombarding these parts with things that are, you know, below freezing temperatures. I don't, because, like, if it's metal, fine. You're not going to damage metal with low temperatures. But, like, some of these plastic connectors are not what I would call tough. I'm just wondering if you're like, if you are cleaning it at the peril of its own longevity. But it does work. I'll say that much. Do you have any other scanners you can use? You can run? Oh, you got a case? I forgot you get cases. Oh, sorry. Click into the engine. Go into the engine bay. And then go to your pie menu. There you go. Additional tools. Okay. So you've got the top middle one. OBD. Car is connected to an EKG machine.
He's flatlined.
Yeah, we lost him. Code blue. Pressure test. That's a good one.
That didn't sound good.
That's all right. Decent compression. But you disconnect the ignition and the fuel pump so you don't actually turn the car over when you do it.
What's making that clicking sound?
I think that is supposed to be you tapping leads and testing circuits. So it's like lightly arcing when you connect the leads.
Oh, I see.
And fuel pressure. All right, not too bad. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Sergio. I was like, yeah, it gets them cleaner than I have ever seen anything, any other method. But I can't help but think, like your plastic wheel well liners and stuff like that, which is like the most common thing I see cleaned with dry ice. I just can't help but think, like, man, you are making this thing like frozen solid and rock hard. And I can't help but think that the plastic loses some of its elasticity and like Quentin says blue box, Logan. Oh. I wasn't even paying attention to what you were doing. I was reading chat. And the rubber parts too. Yeah, actually. Absolutely. Because like those things need to be like soft and flexible, and they need to be elastic, and you need to be able to squish them, and they bounce back. And once you like damage the chemical rubber, like once you like start to break those bonds and that rubber starts to break down, you're taking years off of that piece's life. What's up?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I thought I lost you there for a second.
No. I'm there's a thing happening.
Got it. Things happening, folks. Live television.
Always happening.
Stuff do be happening all the time.
Refill brake fluid? That's all I gotta do?
All you got to do. And you've made
Well,
so many points off of this frickin' brake fluid job. Oh, switch to your normal mode. Well done. Nice to see you edging the brake fluid bottle.
Yeah, these look fine.
Getting the vinegar strokes out of your brake fluid. All right.
All right. Well, the job is done, and I did a whole bunch of extra stuff, so I should
Yeah.
get some good bonus points.
Battery's charged. You got a bunch of XP out of that car that should not have come from it.
I think I got like $20 from that.
Yeah. It's slide you a dub. See this again. Starline Miso. I don't feel like that what's that called? Submodel was on there. I feel like it was just called a Ribson Starline. The Reno Bianco, that one was always called that. There was no submodel. Huh. I wonder if certain ones have, like, maybe because of their, like, trim model or trim level. Like, if it has, like, the turbo model, this is the, you know, the Sunrise thing. Nice to see people driving manuals. Shelby says, I forgot to ask, but Logan, did you eat the ramen I sent home with you when you visited?
Oh, yeah, that's long gone.
I'm curious what it is you're trying to do.
There's a car in my lift.
Yeah, there sure is. It's the one you put there.
I forgot I already did that.
Did you enjoy it?
I did. It's really good.
It's the Shin Ramen or Shin Black?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had picked it up at my Publix though, so I'd had it before, but
Mhm.
I can't buy it in bulk like that.
Oh yeah. All right, suspension arm, a couple bushings, and then I'm betting some fluids. Power steering, yeah. Don't tap the glass with Logan the goldfish.
Shut up. Stop bullying me.
Shelby would like to know, should she buy you some more?
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I forgot what fluid I need to replace. Oh, I see the fluid I need to replace.
Power steering. Believe the Nelson is haha. There it is. Maybe? No, it sounds Nelson. That's what it is.
No, I need to not do this.
He's learning. Also, you need to do your other scans. Get your free XP.
What's up with my mouse?
It was going a little wild there for a second. I was going through the list in my head. Yeah. I gotta get that card made.
Perfect.
Been working on some server stuff lately. But I can say I'm getting better at managing servers because the things that used to take me hours are now taking me minutes. So. Like earlier this week, I built a Debian server, and then just tonight I was like, all right, I've got everything like labeled, so all I have to do is like connect this interface to it, and now it has internet access, and now I can SSH into it, and now I can like actually do the things that I want to do to it. Whereas like each one of those steps would take hours beforehand because I was like, all right, why can't I get to this VM, but this VM does not have internet access? So it's kind of like when I was like messing around with Raspberry Pi stuff, and then like the first time I had to do something on my Raspberry Pi, and I already knew the commands, and I was like, oh wow, I'm actually learning stuff because I don't have to look up this command like I did last time.
It looks like everything I need to do to this is I need to be up on the thing for it, so.
Yes. It doesn't have to be up high, it just has to be off the ground. So if you want to do it at this level, you can.
I don't know, usually stuff down here usually tells me to put
you're
it
right.
up.
Control arms, you have to be under it. My bad. Wrong again.
You lied to me.
I didn't lie. I'm just forgetful. I thought I was telling you the truth when I told you what I told you.
$65%. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, tire needs to be off.
All right, I need to replace this bushing.
Uh-huh. Man, cars are so cool. I think suspensions are like my favorite part of cars. Because, like, transmissions just seem... I'll be honest, like, transmissions seem magical to me. The fact that there's just, like, half a dozen or more gears just, like, spinning next to each other. And, like, this one thing slots from one to the next one. And then it spins faster. Or goes to this one and it spins slower. Or goes to this one and spins backwards. And I'm just like, you can't do that. That doesn't make any sense.
Are you a wizard?
And then, like, I've seen people, there's some amazing, not TikTok because I don't have TikTok, but like Instagram videos or like short YouTube clips of like dudes rebuilding transmissions on the side of the road in India. And I'm like, this dude is, how does he know? He has basic hand tools and he's using like a bucket of grease. He doesn't even have like a grease gun or anything like that. He's just like scooping it in his hands and shoving it into this bearing housing. And then he just like smacks it into place and then it spins. And I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. And then he puts it all back together and it frickin' works. And I'm like, absolutely not. There are things I can do with hand tools. Rebuilding a transmission is not one of them. Forgot, was it 67 they wanted?
Yeah, it's 65.
65, that's what it is. Nicely done.
Small rubber bushing. Ah, way back.
Way back. Now you know that wheel's got to come off. Does it?
Or does
it? Oh my
it?
God. How did they let you do that? That doesn't seem physically possible. Just mount it and you'll pick a new bushing.
I don't know if I have any extra small rubber bushings.
Nope. But you got some brand new ones.
Well, these
Oh,
are
you
rubber.
do?
But
then the
this is
small-
small rubber bushing was the one I need to replace.
Ah, you've only got the 10.
And I don't have any.
This game can make you feel like a car mechanic god. Yes, it absolutely can. Shelby, I told the story of when I played the car mechanic game on my 3DS, and then that got me the inspiration for us to do the spark plug change in the Kia the next day. I don't know if you even know that that's where the inspiration to do that job came from, but I was playing a car mechanic game on my 3DS, and then that's what made me brave enough to try to do the spark plug job on the Kia.
Is it bad that I took his 80% rubber bushing and replaced it with my 68% rubber bushing?
No, he's not going to know.
And it'll wear out faster, which means he has to come back
That's
sooner.
right. Haha. Now you're thinking like Nintendo. Planned obsolescence.
Hey, car mechanic does what Nintendo don't. What can I say?
I think you've got it all. Unless there's something I'm not thinking of.
No, I didn't have an oil change. And I'm not doing that for free.
Right. Yep, she good.
Feel like I didn't even break even with that job.
Maybe not. Some of the lower ones you just do for XP and not even for the money. Shoot, you don't have the repair thing. Let's go to the junkyard. I want to see if we can turn a profit here. don't think we'll be able to, but I just want to see how far away we are from it. Shelby says, "Oh, you doing that, huh?" Not yet. We're just getting our thoughts together. All right, so what you're looking for is a frame of a car. It'll be sitting on the ground. So...
Here's one.
No, that's just a junk pile. Look to your left.
Oh.
That's your left. Now look to your right. You're gonna die.
I knew you were gonna.
So keep going, and then look left. Oh, back there. Go. This may be one on your right here. The one to your left. That one. See if you can interact with that. No, you cannot. Okay. Directly behind you. There you go. And then around this corner. To your right. Sorry. There you go. That one. So that's that.
Oh, look at that wheel. That's a good wheel.
Yeah. So right click on this car.
Oh, what'd I do?
I don't know. You clicked out of the game. Somehow. So this is a Sakura Supa. So you can scan. Do
This
you
isn't
get
what I want
XP?
to do.
Do you get XP off of this? Scan this. Do you get XP off this? Oh my god, you do. I did not know that. So this is literally free XP. It's not a lot, but it's free XP. And then once you're done with this, look at the sale price of this car. I want to see what it sells for.
Can we haggle them down?
No, there is no haggling. This is CarMax. The price is the price.
Yeah, that's $2,500. What about $25? How about you get the fuck out of my lot?
A lot of suspension components.
It looks like the only thing that's in this vehicle are the tires.
Yeah, so that's why I'm hoping it'll be a low price. It probably won't be low enough that we can afford, honestly. But I just want to see what ballpark we're in. How long do we need to wait before we can start playing this game? So right click on it, and then go to buy, and go to the far right one, the credits one. All right, so they want 12,000 for this shell of a Sakura Supa, which we don't have. Used cars are in demand right now. It was a good time to sell it. Oh. Oh, Quentin says he got a good price for his Taurus. So my hope was that we would find one for around 2,000, because you can't do any of these repairs yet. But if you did have that frame fixer, you could fix all the frame rust and then sell it again for a small profit. But
I mean, we can buy the frame fixer now. We can afford it. We just would only have like $500 left over.
right. So my idea would be to, if you weren't married to that truck, repair the frame and then see how much you could sell the truck for. But since that's your project
That's
truck,
my baby.
yes, exactly. I won't ask you to do that.
That's Prince Philip III Jr.
Crit says, yeah, and the AC was starting to go, so there's no way I was going to spend more on the AC than the car was worth. Yeah. Okay, so we can't do the thing I wanted to do here. So, head back to the garage, and then we can do another mission if you want. We can do another story mission if you want.
Yeah, if we do another story mission now while we have money, it would give us a nest egg after we bought the thing.
Yeah. Press escape. and then return drive.
Oh, I keep wanting to go to the door.
Yeah,
I did that last time too.
It makes sense to do that, but it's just not how it works.
So let's take a big one.
All right.
Oh my God.
We got a Ford.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's done quite a number on this Ford. Salem GW200.
Subtle.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Hey, don't ask me what happened to my car. I wanted to impress this one girl, and I think I might have crossed some big bushes, holes, and stones, and possibly caused a cactus on the way, or perhaps even two. Please spare me the reprimand as to the purpose of this car. While you're at it, check the fluid levels, blah, 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 blah. So basically, he was trying to impress somebody, and he drove off a cliff and ran into a cactus and a bunch of rocks. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
What a goof.
Yep.
What a goof.
Look at this guy. He thinks it's a real world, trying to use a gate to leave.
Oh my God, it's missing a whole tire.
What did you do, son? God dang.
This car is fucked. It's missing a side review mirror.
Yeah. Did you detail the
on the inside? Is the windshield got a big hole in it? Yes.
It does. Yo.
Oh man, you fucked up. This is gonna be pricey.
Did you detail the inside?
I did.
Oh, the seats still look dirty. Maybe what he's done to them cannot be undone. You know what I mean? There's like, I guess that's part of the design, but it looks like just dirt. Oh, you know what?
I don't know, man.
I bet they're like in poor condition. That's what they are. So the seats have like 15% left on them. Okay.
Oh my God.
All right.
Look at this.
Got a cactus shoved
Apparently,
in
I've
his
already
radiator.
examined stuff because I was able to see through to it from the outside. That's why I'm guessing I can already see the condition of the radiator.
Maybe so. Either that or he declared it in the ticket. Like he was telling you, like, yeah, I think the radiator's gone. The cool thing about Wrench is you inspect parts by literally looking at them, and the closer you are to them, the faster they inspect. So, like, if you it's a VR game. So if you lean your head down near your intake manifold, you will inspect the intake manifold faster, as well as like the cylinder head and the gaskets and stuff like that. So like things that are in your cone of vision will automatically be inspected, but the one you're closest to is the one that inspects the fastest. It's actually like
Interesting.
kind of an intuitive and natural way to inspect a car. It's just about like getting down and getting close to it the way you would if you were working on a car.
Get down, get down. I hate that it doesn't fill in that last spot.
Yeah, the cat. Quinn said that might have been the window. With the
No, we opened the door and looked at it.
Yeah, there's definitely something on the seats. I think it might have been wear and tear on the seats, because that's what I thought. I was like, is the glass in poor repair, and that's what I'm looking at, like the marks on the glass, like the one with the windshield.
I hope this dude has good insurance.
I hope this dude does not drive this car anymore. There's a Focus ST that Shelby and I saw this navy blue Focus ST like 4 weekends in a row going grocery shopping at HEB, and this was like when we used to go grocery shopping, so a year and a half ago. But it was the same Focus ST that would take the same turn as us every weekend. And I was like, how is this happening? How have we seen the same guy in the same car on the same grocery trip 4 weekends in a row? Cool, though. That's a good sounding Focus ST.
%.
Mm-hmm. He's just like, hey, fix it so my parents don't know how bad of a driver I am. Oh, these are all in good.
I saw a Chevy Cruze, which is what kind of car I have.
Yeah.
And it had a hatchback on it.
Oh, okay. Like a cruise wagon kind of thing?
Yeah, and I'm like, whoa.
Huh.
I want a hatchback. They didn't have hatchbacks whenever I bought mine, so that must be like the newer model kind of thing.
There is a...
Oh, I can shake it while I'm looking at it.
Yes, you can. It's weird, though. Up does not move it up. I think left moves it up, and up moves it right. So all of the movements are, like, offset by one direction. See what I mean?
Yeah, this is up and down, and it seems to be going diagonal.
It's weird. I tried to, like, turn my mouse to get it to do the way that I think it should, but I could never get it figured out.
I think it's also mirrored, but only on one axis.
It's really odd.
All of it.
There is a Mitsubishi Evo wagon that is not available in America, but it is like one of the silliest and one of the coolest looking cars, because it just looks like a small minivan, but like I've seen it in like race trim. Like this thing just has like 400 horsepower, all-wheel drive, and then just like a wagon in the back. But apparently, some people like to run it because the extra body in the back improves the weight balance, so it's not so front heavy. It actually like pulls it into closer to a 50-50 body weight balance. So you'll see this thing like super stable in the turns, but it's a station wagon.
You know what? I probably shouldn't be doing cooling.
I was gonna ask. I don't remember what all engine work needs to be done. I don't know if it's mostly body and suspension work. I see exhaust, timing belt, and oil pan. He's damaged his oil pan.
But nothing in the engine. It doesn't look like.
No internals. Oh, and his steering rack is effed. So up it goes.
All right. Two, 3, 4, 5.
Nice. Oh, God. Quentin's right. The radiator needs to be replaced. I didn't see that. So, you gotta drain your coolant. I was not even looking at the radiator. I was too busy looking at the engine internals.
Can't I just hold it in the tube and then just replace it?
You'd think. You cannot. Good thing it doesn't cost anything. So you have to pull the fan housing off the back. And then it'll just slip out. Okie dokie. Oh, and the intercooler. He's damaged his intercooler as well.
Is that what this is?
Nope. All the way up front. I don't think he damaged his alternator. I think the alternator was just like bad. I don't know what you could do to a car.
What's the intercooler?
That very front thing that was in front of your radiator. So zoom out. Or click on something else that'll let you zoom out. You can't see it, but swing to your right. Do you see a little bit more? The thing come down a little bit. Can you zoom out? Yeah. See that thing is very front? Right there.
Oh, yeah. Well, it didn't damage it. It's missing.
Right. I guess that's a better way to say it, yes.
It's buried in a cactus somewhere out in the desert.
Left it in the desert.
Oh, and he left it. All right, up you go.
You'll need to drain the oil since the oil pan needs to come out.
Good call. I almost forgot.
I gotta redeem myself somehow from providing you all this bad information I've done during the stream.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I am.
You've been naughty.
Dishonor on my house. Dishonor on my cow. That's not what he says, is it? Is it shame on you, shame on your house, and shame on your cow or something like that?
I don't know if he says house. I know he says shame on you, shame on something, shame on your cow.
You call yourself a car person. You call yourself a car person.
I thought you knew what about cars and such.
I know enough about cars to make people think I know about cars. And I know enough about cars to begin a project and then look up how to finish that project.
I think that's just every project. I mean, I don't think you need to be...
That's the thing that has reassured me about, like, not knowing everything about cars and not knowing everything about computers and not knowing everything about, you know, just anything in general, is, like, working with the people that I think dishonor on you and dishonor on your cow. That's what he says, Quentin says. Working with the people that I previously thought had all the answers on a project that they were much more the expert on, and then getting halfway through it and going, huh, why is it doing this? And then straight to Google. I'm like,
I learned how to
change
change the headlights. I learned how to change the headlights of my old car because of YouTube.
Uh-huh. There's a quote that says, I have learned so much more about my computer from a 14-year-old Indian kid than I ever did in college.
Here's the thing. If you are trying to figure out something to do on your computer and you Google your problem and then you find a YouTube and the person starts off talking with an Indian accent, you're going to get it solved.
Right. Or
that person knows how to fix your problem.
Yeah. What was I watching? I was watching something about server management, and I could tell it was a girl. I'm gonna say probably 13 to 16 years old, in what I assume was her parents' like Chinese restaurant back room, because as she was talking, you could just hear a clattering of pots and pans and people shouting in Mandarin and just like all this stuff going on in the background while she's talking about this like server management platform. And I was like, yep, you are in your family restaurant teaching me about how to automate something in a VM. There you go. Good job.
Have you ever seen those videos of that guy who goes to like Chinatown in LA
Mm.
and then like goes to like Chinese restaurants?
Uh-huh.
And he I don't know what that part was.
You don't know what?
I don't know what that part was. This.
Oh, it's a rim.
How do I put this in my
I think the easiest way would be to go to the car and then add one of the other ones to your shopping list. Does that work? Okay.
Yes, it does. So what he does is he goes to a Chinese restaurant or something,
Uh-huh.
and then like he starts off talking to them in English.
Right. He's a white boy.
Yeah, he's just like this doughy white kid.
Uh-huh.
And then he starts, and then like in the middle of the conversation, he'll just switch to like straight up Mandarin.
Uh-huh.
Or if he knows that the people who work there are from like a specific region of China and they
Yes.
don't speak Mandarin, but they speak like one of their dialects. So they have a ton of them over there. And he just starts speaking it, like maybe not perfectly, but like close enough for them to be like,
Yes.
what the fuck?
Yes. Like
then
1,000 times better than they would have expected.
Their whole demeanor. Oh, I bet you there's this tire store in there.
Yes, there's a tire store. So here's the important part. You need to buy the right kind of tire. So
Well, I'm not buying a tire, I'm buying a rim.
oh, are you not buying the tire as well? Okay.
No, the tire's fine.
So rims would be rim shop.
And then like their whole demeanor changes
Yes.
when he starts talking to them in their like native language.
Uh-huh.
It's
Wait,
really cool to watch. I already bought it.
You did. You bought the wrong size.
Fuck.
So you can sell back the one you have. But go to your inventory. And then go to the wheels category. Up at the top.
I need a 19-inch.
There you go. And then click on that one. Or does that just go straight to selling it? Okay, never mind.
Well, I want to sell it, right?
You can sell that one, yeah.
Oh, yes, sell it.
So you need a 19-inch ET0. Got it. When Juan Cena does something similar, he learned Mandarin and surprises the F out of reporters when he busted out. Yeah, I'd heard that John Cena knows Mandarin.
I heard he got a lot of backlash from that, though.
No, he got some backlash about a Thailand thing, which I don't know enough about to speak
Oh, I
on.
thought they were like, oh, here comes John Cena trying to.
No, it was a thing about Fast 9.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't pay attention to it. I don't really like watching. Oh wait. I don't really like getting into like stuff like that.
Right.
Because usually it comes from a place of hate, and I ain't about that life.
Yeah, he's an actor. I approach him as an actor. I don't come to him for any global education.
I do need to buy another one of those rims, though,
You do.
and one of these tires.
Dishonor on you for not using a star pattern when you attach that wheel, though.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'll sell my cow.
Okay. Jonathan, John Cena. Wanathan is a fantastic name. So,
What do you mean I don't have the necessary parts?
you've done it again.
What have I done?
So go back to the car.
Did I not buy the tire?
So look at the size. 235, 35, 19.
Oh my god.
So go back to the store.
Taking a picture of this with my phone.
It's fine. I'll remind you. you're gonna look back at your camera roll 3 years from now, like, why do I have freaking tire sizes in my... So it's a 19? Okay, so you can do them in any order, but I would set the rim size first. 2, 35, 35, 19. There you go. Now you should be able to... Correct. Fill that. There you go. I wonder what would happen if I called my manager Wanathan.
Well, I mean, I imagine if you were on a jokey rapport with him, he'd laugh. Because if I had my manager Joel and his name was Juan and I called him Wanathan, he would laugh.
Hey, Logan.
Yeah.
Quentin and I were just going to tell you the same thing. You did not balance that tire.
Fuck me.
I keep waiting to get to the point where Logan just goes, F this, I don't want to play this anymore. Or he gets to the same point Meg did.
I probably won't get to that point. Because I'd get annoyed at myself, but...
Because I can absolutely see her reaching that point. Because that's what this game is. It's just tedious. Everything is freaking tedious. Because cars are tedious. There's a million moving parts, and they all have to line up correctly. We had an old internet friend back in my Detoid days whose name was Sean. We called him Shawnathan. Yeah. I feel like that plays.
All right, brand new tire. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah, honestly. If I see this car back in this shop, I'm selling it. Selling it out from under you.
I just go, nope, you lose it now. You lose it now.
Okay, Meg has entered the chat because I need to set the record straight.
Uh-oh.
Logathan.
Logathan?
Okay, Meg says I wanted the tedious game. Okay, so what was it? The demo, however, was crap. What was it about the demo that didn't do it for you, or that turned you away? You got to be on the ground to get to the alternator.
Ah, you stupid piece of crap.
Yeah. All-wheel drive ones are weird.
Did I sell that extra tire I didn't need?
I believe you did. Shelbathan.
That is not what I wanted to do.
Clayton. Yeah, Clayton is just sounds like a modification of the original name.
I don't know. I feel like this game is pretty tedious.
It is, but it's intentionally
and
tedious.
not in a negative way.
Yeah.
It just is.
Right. That's why I was wondering
And
what was it.
There are options to make it more tedious, which I don't want to do.
Which I did do on purpose. Clayton is just someone with a lisp saying Clayton. Okay, so here's Meg. It was confusing and didn't offer any direction. There was a tutorial on how to do basic stuff, which was fine. But then it just puts you in a garage with no way to accept a job or any sort of direction on how to start working or on something. No vehicle inside. Yes, I completely agree with you. I had a different experience, but that's because I had already gone through Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. I played a little bit of 2015, but 2018 I played so many hours of. So I already knew you get your jobs from the phone or the computer. And I think in the demo there's a car in front of the garage, but it's not on the lift yet. So like, if you want to, you can either take a job and put it on the lift, or you can just tear into the existing car and like pull it apart and see all the mechanics of like the oiling the bolts is new for this. I went to the phone. Oh boy, I don't know. It gave me one message and then didn't do anything. I'll be honest, I don't remember the demo. However,
you didn't play the demo. You just bought the game.
Oh, I played the demo a long time ago. The demo's been out for a while. There's technically
Back to the lift.
There's been 2 demos. There was like the original demo that only had 1 car, I think, and 1 thing to do. The car outside, I couldn't figure out how to get it inside. Yes. So you are absolutely correct in that they do not explain things. That's not fair to say. Certain things they over-explain. Other things
thing is floating.
They don't explain at all. Yes, there's implied charge pipes. However, my offer to you is that if you would like to give it another try, just need more Power Washing Simulator. If you would like to give it a try, I will go along with you, and I'll do for you what I've done for Logan.
I wouldn't have been able to do it if Clayton wasn't here telling me what to do.
Because like this game is kind of unapproachable in a way that is not too far away from Elite Dangerous. The people that know how to play it because they've played it for hundreds of hours, and everybody runs into the same wall. They're like, how do I lift my landing gear? I don't know what the button is for landing gear. Why am I just racking up fees and speeding tickets because I don't know what to do? So they are very much once you know enough to learn the rest. That's the tipping point, because there's a language that the game expects you to speak, but it does not teach you how to speak it. But as I said, that's only if you want to get more into it. If you are content with Power Washing Simulator, if that's something that you already enjoy, then I won't like pressure you into purchasing another game that may not land for you. Like the damage might already be done. So like if there's already a title that you're enjoying, I would say,
I beat all the levels in Power Wash Simulator, and it is an early access, and there are more levels coming.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I want more now.
Right. What are some of the later levels of Power Wash Sim? Like how does it change?
Oh, just like bigger houses and like bigger vehicles and more intricate. Well, bigger houses, more intricate like vehicles with like little nooks and crannies you got to get into.
Gotcha. Okay. I didn't know if you used different mediums, like instead of pressure washing with water, you were saying pressure wash with CO2 or something like that.
Nothing like that, but you do like upgrade your power washer with like more powerful nozzles. Like when you get the most powerful nozzle, it can actually you can actually like blast rust off. Which doesn't make sense because like you blast the rust off and the paint is exactly perfect underneath of it.
Exactly, yeah. There's a forgiveness there.
But so like you as you're going through the levels and you earn more money, you can buy higher powered pressure power washers, and you can buy specific soaps for specific materials.
Oh, neat. Okay. Can you, if you're using too powerful of a setting, can you damage things?
No.
Okay, that's pretty forgiving.
But that would be a cool mechanic if they were to do that.
That's kind of what I expected. Like if you're pressure washing glass and you're using 5,000 psi, and
what car am I working on? This one?
You are GW5, yeah. Just like shoot a laser beam through this glass window.
It would be very funny if I could do that, but I don't know if I'm gonna have enough money for all these parts.
1800. You might not, but we'll get that taken care of. I think I had to do this as well. I bought close to all of them, and then I had to do a side job to make a couple $100.
Missing one part.
The headlight?
Yeah, I'm missing this headlight.
Okay, we might actually be able to cover that. So go ahead and assemble these parts, and we'll see what we're left with.
Oh, I got a bunch of stuff to sell too.
Yes, you do. So that'll help. We'll probably only get like a couple bucks for each of those because they're in such bad condition. Meg says she is going back to bed now. Well, thank you very much.
Okay, good night, Meg. Thanks for stopping by
and setting the record straight.
Clearing your name of all these hateful wrongdoings.
Restoring honor to your cow.
Yeah, I'm missing one part. Wish I could paint this.
New time.
Okay, so I need to make like $300.
All right, so go ahead and sell your ruined parts. So go to the far left tab, and then sell anything. I would say sell anything below 99%.
Where is that?
Victor.
There we go. Sell anything below 99?
Yeah, because that's basically going to sell anything that's not brand new. Because we need the money.
That's true. Hey, I can afford it.
Kabang,
I'm left with a bunch of bushings, spark plugs, and more bushings.
Yeah. You probably had something in there that was like 85% that was worth a decent amount of money. My other idea
I also
was
have a crate in here somewhere. There it is.
I was going to say open your case because that stuff is worth a lot of money. Or sometimes you just get money. Bonus scrap. Bonus XP. And you are level 7 now.
So now I have another
story
crate.
Job. Oh, no. You only get the crates when you finish the job, maybe?
Oh, okay. I misunderstood how the crates work.
So did I. Unless you go back in there now.
I need the right headlight.
Maybe by closing your inventory? No, it's just not there. I guess it is per story mission. Now, technically, you're supposed to put a front license plate on this as well.
Well, I should probably buy one then.
Yes. I think they're like $100. I think that has its own shop. I think. Plates, yeah. So, in that search, there you go. I was just gonna say type standard, but oh, does the same thing. Big boy.
Oh. Okay. Is that a 0 or an O?
It's fine. I think you could just put a blank one on there, and it will type. Do you really have to do? I did not have to do this. What if you made it different?
Can't drive.
Uh-huh.
There's a missing space here. 2 missing spaces.
Yeah, I think he put a space beforehand and a space afterwards so that it's censored. Tell you what. Buy a blank one. Just buy that. There you go. And then put it on the front. Because I think it's supposed to autofill. Okay, I was wrong. But don't care. That's up to you if you want to fix that. It did autofill, just not the right thing. You don't. A custom plate is $950. Sorry, buddy. Jesus. I did not know it was that expensive.
All right, that's done. That's done. That's done. And also, license plate wasn't even one of these, so that was extra.
Yeah.
Did I put oil in it? I did put oil in it.
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
You done?
This better give me a shitload of money because I
You
spent all of my money on this job.
You can actually see what it's going to pay you. So go to the job and then go to the credits. So you're going to make $3,300 on the story, $2,500 on the parts, and $40 on the extra. So the total payout, $11,577. So yes, you are going to make some change.
All right, cool beans.
Kabang, dude. Which means we have so much money for that welder. Boom, baby. There you go. So now get that truck in here.
Where is it?
It's in parking 3.
No, I mean, where's the welder?
Oh, you were already next to it. It's that thing next to your toolbox. Right there, blue thing.
Oh, okay.
It was
I went out the wrong door.
as front license plate. Oh, I guess it was listed. Who knows?
Look at that big old license plate.
Uh-huh. Headlight.
Headlight.
Yeah.
That looks silly. I like it.
Big old bug eyes. Logan, you're gonna be so
I
happy.
I want when I beep the horn for it to go Aruga.
You're gonna be so happy when you see all the rust just melt off of this car. $1,000, which is quite a lot. Look at that truck, boy.
Yeah.
Much better, much better. Doors don't count. Apparently, it was a white truck. I did not know that.
Oh, I figured it was white. Auga.
All right. So now we can actually try to start making some small money. Here's what we'll do. We'll try this, and if it doesn't work, we won't save the game. So put this back in. Put this back in parking 3. Or entrance C, I guess. And then press M. Oh.
Should we do a save now before we do
You
this?
go ahead and do a save. I don't know if you can go to the auction house yet. Let's find out. No. What is car auctions? 15. Good God. Okay. Well then.
Auga.
What would you rather do? Would you rather fix the body of this car or the engine of this car first?
The engine.
Okay then. Let's tear it all down. Ideally, it would be on a lift first. So we're basically going to strip this down to the frame. because since you don't have the repair ability, there's really not anything else we can do. And most of this is in such a bad condition, you wouldn't even be able to repair it anyway. So literally all you can do is get your money for, like, salvage. There was one thing to test. A single fuse, and even that one's bad. You have 0 compression because you have 0 pistons.
Have I examined this yet? Yes,
Yeah,
I have.
Yeah. I'm not even sure there's a battery in there.
All right, so
So let's start with suspension first. So go over to one of your wheels, pull that off.
oh, look at how much tread is left in this bad boy.
It's got at least 2 millimeters.
I can go at least 40 feet with this before it blows out on me. That's not what I wanted.
There you go.
When I do that, I feel like, you know, when you're like kind of squatting in a weird position and then you like tip forward
Uh-huh.
and there's nothing you can do but just go with the tip. And like you don't get hurt, but
Uh-huh.
whatever you were looking at is now in your face. When I do this, that's what that feels like. Where I'm like, oh, okay, I'm down here.
That noise that you just made reminded me of something I thought of earlier today. There's a scene in whichever Ocean's movie was Al Pacino's one.
I didn't even know he was in one.
Yeah, it's Al Pacino and the Greco. No, yeah, the Greco like security system is like their boss fight kind of thing that they're going up against. It's this $1 million security system for this casino. So what they do is they cause a local earthquake in the building, and when it happens, there's a scene where Al Pacino is like leaving the server room where all of the everything is housed, and there's like an aftershock, and while he's in the hallway, Al Pacino like stumbles because of the aftershock, and he makes this weird noise. He just goes, "Oh." It's such a weird. I don't know if they ADR'd it, and that's just the noise he made in the recording booth. And they're like, "Okay, Mr. Pacino, we just made to make you like an unstable noise, like you just stumbled for a moment, and you lost your footing." And he goes, "Okay, got it." Oh, it's this weird, like guttural noise that he makes, and every time I watch that movie, it's all I can do. I'm just waiting to see that part.
I've never watched that movie, so
Yeah.
I'd be interested in hearing it for the
It's such
first
a
time.
funny noise. It's just Al Pacino going, "Oh."
Oh. You know you have to find that sound. now, right?
I do. Yeah. Sounds
And just
Pacino.
sounds Al.
They do have to be at least 2 characters, so that would fit. Let's see if I can find it now while you're doing this. Let's see. First off, I don't even know which Oceans it was. Oceans. I'll type
Hey
it.
Google,
Oceans Pacino?
I don't have my Wi-Fi turned on right now, so she's yelling at me for trying to talk to her.
Oh, did you disable your smart plug that kept?
Yeah, I unhooked it. It
Okay.
wasn't doing what I needed to do.
Gotcha. Was it Ocean's 13 maybe? Domino's scene. I think this might. Yes. Breaking Bank. Let's see if this does what I'm expecting it to. Funny thing is, I don't even need to hear the clip. I can watch the video and know exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, so this is after it. I need 4 of 6, not 5 of 6.
So I'm tearing this suspension all the way down, like none of it's left, right?
You are stripping everything with rust on it, which is everything. Let's see.
If it's got a screw on it, take it out.
Let's see. There's 5 of 6.
When I first saw it, I thought it was a real commercial, but
Okay.
I think it might have been an Adam Sandler movie
All right.
where Al Pacino is doing a Dunkin' Donuts commercial for the Dunkachino.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's also...
It's like, it's Al Pacino. And he's like, hey, don't call me Al Pacino anymore. Now it's Dunkachino.
Yeah, well, there's also the Tommy Lee Jones Japanese coffee commercials or whatever it was,
Yeah.
which those are always fantastic.
No, but this wasn't a real commercial. I think it was a bit in an Adam Sandler.
Yeah. The Tommy Lee Jones are absolutely real commercials.
Yeah, Arnold has a few, too.
Does he really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ocean's 13 Earthquake? Earthquake scene. Let's start with that. This is going to be a wide net we're casting, but ending scene. No, I don't want the ending scene. Oh, this is gonna be impossible because it's such a specific scene that nobody focused on that because there's so many other important things happening. I'm gonna have to pull that one manually. Oh, Quentin said pufferfish eating carrot noise.
Bah. Bah.
What do you think has the greater propensity to take over an Extra Life stream? The pufferfish noise or Obama pre noise?
Oh, I don't know. It really depends upon what makes the people in the room I'm with laugh the most.
Because Obama
'Cause if
pre
I
has
get-
already taken over an Extra Life once before.
That wasn't even an Extra Life.
Oh, that was just a streamathon. That's right.
But like, if I make a joke, if I make a Obama I'm gonna
Reference.
pre-joke or a pufferfish eating a carrot sound, and somebody laughs, and I get that positive reinforcement
Right.
from that joke,
If that
I'm not.
Skinner
It's
box button gets pressed.
I'm making that joke for the next 12
14
hours.
You know, even to your detriment, you will do that because you did it in New York with the New York voice guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was sitting there going around New York saying, I'm not gonna do it as intensely,
Uh-huh.
but I was like, "Hey, I'm walking in. I'm in fucking New York." It destroyed my voice, and it gave. I was putting so much oomph into making that voice that it gave me a pounding headache. And even with the headache, I still didn't stop doing it.
Nope, you didn't because I laughed every time you did it and you were just like, "All right, run it back, do it again."
This is giving me that positive reinforcement. Gotta double down on it.
Positive reinforcement and a headache. Yes, please.
And a destroyed voice.
Uh-huh. Oh god, that was fun. Sometimes you go too far for the bit.
There's no amount I won't go too far for a bit. I will destroy my body for a bit. If it makes one person laugh,
my body
I will
is
put myself in
expendable,
physical harm.
but comedy is forever. That's how you know Logan is the performer and I'm the behind the scenes guy. Because I'm like, I will look up a sound effect that is just as funny as the noise I would have made.
What?
Control arm.
And it doesn't even have to be somebody laughing. It can be somebody going, "Oh God!"
Right. It's not
Because
even.
I remember
It's the class clown thing. It's any attention is good attention.
I remember getting out of the train in New York, and we walked out of that subway. You cracked up. You laughed.
I know
but
I
a bunch
did.
of
I'm
other
laughing
people,
now because I know what you're gonna say.
We just walked out, and I went, New York, the Windy City. And everybody went, no!
Oh, boy.
You started dying laughing, but everybody else was like, why would you say this?
So you got it from like both ends of the spectrum. You're like, you got the positive from me and then the repulsion from everyone else. And you're like, perfect.
And it was the perfect joke. I got everything I wanted out of it.
I got the Oreo. I got the whole Oreo, cream and a cookie and filling.
Sergio remembers that.
All right. Gearbox is out of Herebox.
Let me goop on these screws a little bit.
Uh-huh. God, 5% left on this pressure plate.
It's good for another 5 feet.
Yeah.
It won't even tell me the percentage on this.
Yeah, some things you can't, it won't tell you until you literally take them off the car. God, you can take the crankshaft out because there's no pistons. There's not there's unbelievable. All right, just the block.
Is it just the engine block left?
Yep.
That's it?
That's got to be on the ground.
Wait,
And
hang
then
on.
your fuses.
Oh, I need to be in the engine bay for this.
How much of this project car is even salvageable? Just the frame, as it turns out. And only the frame because we bought the frame welder.
Doors? Headlights? No.
Not a chance. Okay,
All right.
Project Death Trap.
Project Death Trap.
Is there a piston in there? What am I looking at under there?
Piston.
Oh, that's just the cylinder wall. Okay. One lonesome.
I got
piston.
one experience for that.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right. So
Well,
your
here-
fuse box is in there as well
Oh yeah, my fuse box.
with your single. With
That's
your
probably
lone
salvageable,
fuse.
right?
Maybe. 16%.
18%?
You could-
29%?
You could No, you can't repair fuses. That's right. So
What
it's
about these two little guys back here?
those are just like built in, I think.
Oh.
Thankfully, it doesn't go to that detail with the fuses.
All right, here's my baby.
All right. Rusted doors and
Probably
broken headlight.
And a back bumper.
Oh, right, the bumper. Let's not.
And one
tail
one
light.
back headlight. And taillight. I wish it would let me see the percentage on it.
It will once you take them off. I think. 36. 13. 5. And 19. Hey. A marginally functional taillight.
But hey, look, it has a seat that
Oh my
I
God,
bought
right.
and a steering wheel that I bought.
Yeah, your pristine interior. So now, you could go to your inventory and sell all that junk. And see how much.
Some good
There's a
stuff here.
case. Well, why
Huh?
is it taking so long for the cases to show up? What?
I think because I finished the job. I didn't finish the job at the last one.
Oh, you're right. We did finish the job. Okay, find location and $250.
Ooh, money.
The barn location is not going to help us much. But you can go in there and sell your used items, and so we'll see what we get. Not 100. There you go. $1,000. That ain't bad.
Whoa, I didn't sell these.
Oh, those are combos. We need to disassemble those. So take your tires over to the separator. And then I'll also show you how to use the spring tool.
I think I did it in the tutorial, but I don't remember.
Oh, you may have, yeah.
So yeah, the only salvageable part from that project car is the frame, which means it's the projectiest of cars.
Uh-huh. I would actually like to see if you were to sell that truck now, what it would be worth.
I don't remember how much I bought it for.
I feel like it was like 6,000. It'll actually tell you what you bought it for. Tell you where you bought it and how much you paid for it.
Can we see how much it would sell for without actually selling it?
Yeah. It'll tell you the current value. And it'll tell you like what makes this value up. So you bought it at Junkyard. Took over to the credits tab.
Why is my interior at 75?
'Cause
That seat was brand new.
Yes, but there's also another seat that's not there at all.
Oh, it count. Oh, okay.
It's collective.
Credits tab.
So you could sell. You bought it for 71. Right now, you could sell it for 33 because it's missing everything. So the body
And I
value.
sold all the crud off of it. I
Yeah.
sold all the crud off of it for about 2,000.
Right. The body value is 3,300, which I can guarantee you it was not that before. But because you have repaired the frame, then the body value goes up. Look at you. Separating springs like an old pro. Honestly, you could do
yeah, it
like
could be.
you could do 50 and you'd be fine. I think you might have like 2 or 3 things left.
I'm seeing this one is 39, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna bump it here.
Bang. $200. Ain't bad. Go over to your garage upgrades. Oh, you're looking at the welder. How much does the paint booth cost? I think the first one is either really cheap or not cheap at all. Is that middle left? Or the left collection, then the bottom middle one. Yeah. $15,000. Yow. Yeah, so buying the booth costs a lot, and then the additional upgrades cost less. That's what it is. I thought it was the other way around.
Gotcha.
How much is the garage expansion? Oh, it's 10,000. Okay. So, can't quite afford that one yet. Test path, not happening. But I think that's some great progress on Project Death Trap. If you would like to continue calling it that.
I don't remember the name I had for it, so Project Death Trap's as good as any.
Okay.
Meow, meow, skirt. Ka-choo, ka-choo, bwah, bwah.
I'm glad you're enjoying your project. Doc.
Can't
Your name was
see the
Ahuga.
interior. No, that's the sound I wanted to make when I beep the horn.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see. I don't know what kind of seat to buy.
Oh, go right click and then go to normal and then go that one. And then interior disassemble. Oh. Okay. I guess it does tell you. I didn't think it would. You can also just press T to get to your tablet.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, there's basically everything has a keyboard command. 285? That ain't bad. Bang, dude.
There we go. Now the interior's at a 100%.
Could be. Let's check. Interior 100, frame 100. Heck yeah, dude. Very nice, very nice.
I wish there was a jump.
My original thought was body and parts 1, yeah. My original thought was if the
Wait, what part do I own on the body?
I think it's just like
Oh, it's on bricks.
yeah. Sergio says he's out of here. Gotta hit the hay.
Yeah, we're probably gonna wrap up soon anyway.
Actually, if you want to see, look at it and go to the info menu, and then go to the puzzle piece one, and rear window is what you have. Is your 1%.
Not for long.
I'll show ye. Click on it. There you go. $6. Info tab. Still 1%. But go to the puzzle piece. And then everything else should be blank. Yes, there are no.
There's 11 pages of nothing. 11
pages of nothing on this car. All right. I think that's about as stripped as this car gets. Basically, when you can see through it, that means there's nothing there. So do you want to get us out of here, and we'll pick up this with next time,
Yeah.
since it is past midnight your time. Always buying a block, ladies and gentlemen.
I might as well. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for us tonight.
I was going to jokingly say, well, you can't buy a block with no crankshaft. You can't buy a crankshaft with no pistons. You got the pistons, you may as well put a head on it. Let's put a valve cover on this thing. Go ahead and put the the camshaft and the timing chain, exhaust manifold
I might
intake.
as well buy an ignition distributor A.
I was jokingly going to say that, and now I regret even referencing what I was going to do jokingly, because I fear it's going to lead us into this.
I don't know where the ignition is. It in here?
I can't help you. I can't help this.
You can't be. There we go.
Can't be party to this.
And since I bought the ignition distributor
No!
A, I might as well.
Save the game. I gotta go to bed. All right, take us out of here.
All right. Thank you to everyone and anyone for watching. If you like what you see, the follow is free. Make sure you go check us out on Twitter, where you can see daily and weekly updates, but we're going to be playing that day/week. We also have 2 YouTube channels. one for our old edited videos and one for our VODs. We also have an Instagram for some cool behind the scenes content, as well as a Discord that you can go join and hang out with all of the other board members. If you need links to any of that stuff, go to our website, carpeboredom.com. And while you're there, go check out the store where we sell the softest shirt we've ever sold.
Yeah.
We will be back tomorrow. I think that's Pokemon Snap. I can't get to the schedule at the moment.
So as well. You keep talking, and I'll do that.
But I don't have anything after that, I don't think.
Perfect vamping. You've done a fantastic job. 922 is Psychonauts 2 with you and I.
Oh, we're gonna finish Psychonauts 2.
Psychonauts 2.
Yo, dude, I'm so confused about what's gonna happen in that game. Cause like I feel like the first half of that game was building up to some big like reveal, and then the second half of that game took the steering wheel and took a hard left.
What was it?
I feel like they've.
Oh, it was the mole
mole
thing.
in the
We
Psychonauts.
completely walked away from the mole.
And Nick has a brain. We don't know who stole Nick's brain. We don't know who the mole in Psychonauts is. We're so enraptured in this Maligula stuff, who is also partially responsible for what's going on in the first half of that game. So, like, it's tangentially related, but I feel like there's a big chunk of stuff that's not getting, addressed.
Resolved.
But, I'm gonna trust him in that he's gonna take us down a path
Implicitly.
that will be satisfying. So I guess we'll just find out tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I guess so.
Maybe it's Psychonauts 3.
Yeah,
hey,
we're gonna finish the fight.
I'm not gonna say no to more Psychonauts. Because I don't know, this sequel to a game I really, really like is very satisfying so far, I feel like.
I'm gonna try something here. Hold on, let me change this to. Let's do 700 milliseconds. There we go. All right.
What have you done?
You let me know when you are ready to be done with this stream.
I think we're about ready.
All right. Well, say good night, Logan.
Good night, Logan.
All right. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.